أمسسنا بسرانا جمسسنا بسرانا جمسسنا بسرانا
Then you got to qualify it. What does it mean to me? That's what I think about the Magal. And when I began to experience the Magal, it was through a local Taliban from synagogue. You got to remember, I had not a clue. I wasn't born Muslim. I wasn't fortunate enough to be in a double Caribbean. My family wasn't Muslim. Then I was so far away from that in the spectrum of life. But it was a little light, a little spark from the Bethio Taliban, just like yourself, all of you, who came and began speaking to me about Cheikh Obama. And like I said at the beginning, you have to quantify it. What was so significant about Cheikh Obama's life that will make an American such as myself, who don't speak Wolof, who at that time had never been to synagogue, but heard his story, heard his life, heard his struggle, and wanted to be a part of that. That's that dynamic. And you'll say, like, why are you quantifying that? Because it's important. Because what I saw in him was a liberator for me. I heard many stories about Cheikh Obama, but you got to quantify it for yourself. What will make Jerome Cummings become Serene Kadim Bey? What will make Jerome Cummings do his bayat, crawl on the floor to someone who I had never known, Sheikh Bethio? Sheikh Bethio said, you have to know the root. And for me, that was the root. I seen in Cheikh Obama Mbaki a liberator, a defender of freedom and justice and love for humanity. That was my first quantification of who Cheikh Obama was. So I wanted to know more about Cheikh Obama. And when I did my Jabaloo, the Sheikh said, work for me. And I'm going to fill you with knowledge. And Cheikh Bethio was the first to tell me that that is not the past. It is to today. He was the first person I ever heard say, Sri Salu Moyala, Sri Salu Moylit. Yep. See, you got to quantify it, add it up, see what is it worth to you, and then qualify it. What does it mean to me? It means for me, a brother who was in college working, half doing this, half doing that, not so good, not so bad. When I began to qualify, I seen an opportunity for salvation for myself. See, I didn't have anybody but myself at that time. I had my family. But at that time, I knew there was an opportunity for me to free my sins, free myself from the sins of this world. See, that's what I saw for me. That's how I began to quantify it. And that's how I began to qualify it. I began to qualify it in the mercy and the grace that Cheikh Obama had opened with the doors in the struggle of liberation for his people. That was for his people. But he told at that time, if it was not for the sons of Adam, I wouldn't spend one time on this earth. So through the dynamic that was playing out in synagogue, he was slowly revealing to all of humanity and his adversary who he was. And I discovered all that in Cheikh Bethio when he said, Sri Salu is Royal, Sri Salu is Wounded. This drama, this advent, this grace and mercy still is continuing in my time period. That's what I knew and began to discover about the matter. That quantification, that qualification, that grace, that mercy. See, there was no work. That actually it wasn't. There was no work, no gift, no actions or no deeds that I could have done to receive what I received from Cheikh Bethio. And that love is the knowledge of God. Truly, that love is the knowledge of God. He taught me not only how to love myself, but how to love Allah.